Welcome back to Complainers Avenue. Today I'm going to complain about visual novel games and why they exist and why people like them. Because I have no, I want to know because I just don't really get the appeal of these games. They're not really games. They're just like nothing. They're books. I don't know. They're movies, kind of. Not even movies because they don't even move. They're just like they're just books. They're literally just books. You spam A just to keep on. You read them, and there's not really any choices or whatever that matter. They're barely even games. You just spam A, and then that's all. Like you can finish a visual novel game in like probably 5 minutes if you just like keep on pressing the same button. Just on Xbox at least, you press A, just keep on spamming it, spamming it. Oh, we're done. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you some context. I'm making this rant right now, or I guess complain, because I played. Not today, but a couple days ago, I played a visual novel game on stream, on Twitch, and I got drunk playing it, and man, it was like a 4-hour stream. I finished a whole visual novel game. Like, I actually played it. Like, I didn't skip through the dialogue. I tried to, and I did voices and stuff, so it was really like an event, right? That's why it took so long to complete it, but it was a really bad visual novel game, just a really bad game in general, and it was funny, though, but by the end, I was losing my mind. And I was like, oh man, this is really funny. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, this VOD. I'm gonna cut it up. It's gonna be really funny. And then I realized the audio didn't work because Twitch's audio system sucks shit. But so yeah, I wasted my time pretty much and didn't get anything out of it. There's no, I didn't get any joy out of it, and you didn't get any content out of it. So we both lost in this battle, me and you. But I thought, let's repurpose this and let's just talk about visual novels in general because I played a couple of them. And I just don't get the appeal overall. Now, here's the deal, all right? Visual novel games are funny. Like Game Grumps, for example, their funniest videos to me are the ones when they play visual novel games. And visual novel games are funny to play and react to with your friends, especially if their friends are in the room. But when it comes down to visual novel games, like being games that are enjoyable outside of like satire-wise, I don't get it. There's so many games like that, and not even the one I was playing was just some average romance bullshit visual novel game, which is so many. But there's the ones like on. So I understand the ones. Here's the deal. I understand the ones on Steam that are like horny visual novel games. All right, because I'm a gooner. If anyone watched my Overwatch video, they know I'm a gooner, and they understand that I understand. Okay, why a gooner is horny and wants to spend $2 on a shitty anime visual novel game that has a bunch of titties in it, okay? I get it. But with these romance ones, I just don't understand it, all right? Buy a book, okay? Watch a TV show. And most of these visual novel games, they're like, stories are worse than like the worst anime you can find. There's these average filler arc anime shit. Like all those, when you go to Crunchyroll, for example, and you see all the anime that aren't like the popular ones, the ones that aren't like One Piece or Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever, like just little shitty ones that no one watches, like the Seventh Ninja of Hrothgar or whatever. Like that's what visual novel games usually have, like those stories, and they're actually worse than those kind of stories too. They're just like the B-grade romance bullshit stories, like oh, look how cool this, especially the ones that like are about the guy. That's not just what visual novels, also with JRPGs and other stuff like that, where it's like it's always about the main character is always like a harem anime dude, like a dude who's average, plain, sucks ass, doesn't have any quality. He's not muscular. He has no personality. He has no good looks. He sucks ass. He literally has nothing going for, no hobbies. He's just a plain, boring. He's an unseasoned chicken of a man. Yet he goes to like a paradise and gets all these. That's what happened in the one I played just recently too on stream. Was that. It was basically just the same thing, a harem anime protagonist, a guy with no good qualities, and he is attracting hot chicks everywhere or whatever. And I get it, I guess it's the fantasy, but like there's many things like that are fantasies. You can just watch an anime, a harem anime. I just don't get the point of playing it as a game. What's the point? That's my whole point of this video, all right, is what's the point of visual novel as a game, all right? I play games to play games, and that's not just an issue I have with visual novel games. That's any games like the Telltale games and stuff like that, and Until Dawn, and all these Sony games like The Last of Us are mostly like story driven. They're barely any gameplay. You just press like one button or you move the stick forward. Like what? I want to play a fucking video game. Like yeah, there can be good stories in video games as well. Like for example, Red Dead Redemption 2 has a fantastic story. It's a perfect story. All right, but it's still a game. Like it feels like you're playing a game. you know, even though the cinematic scenes, even though you're on the horse, like, this very cinematic, it feels like you're in like a Western movie, but it still feels like you're in the game and you're playing the game. It doesn't feel like you're watching something. All right. That's why I play video games, is to play video games. I don't understand people that play video games to watch movies. If I want to watch a movie, I'll watch a fucking movie. Like, I don't want to just like press A. I want to put the controller down and just watch it. You know? Like, what is this shit? So visual novel games just don't really make any sense. They don't really make any sense at all to me. I don't know why they're popular. I really just don't get it. I mean, maybe they're like 50 Shades of Grey, but for men, I guess. I mean, but there's also visual novel games that appeal to women too. There's many ones that are romance as well. But again, why wouldn't you just watch anime? Because most of them are just B-grade anime stories, and you don't have to fucking play it. And they actually move too. That's the thing with visual novel games, is that they don't move. There's no movement. Most of them are lazy as shit. Most of them are like AI art. Honestly, the one I played a game called 7 Days of Rose, and it was like an AI game almost. Like, all the art was AI. It looked AI. I don't want to accuse them, because maybe they actually did draw that shit, but it looked AI to me. The characters looked AI. The script looked like it was fucking written in ChatGPT or whatever as well, so I wouldn't doubt it. That's all these fucking games come off at. Just copy each other, one another. But man, yeah, it's weird. And also they're weird as well. This is going to be... man, I could probably just rant about anime tropes in general, but man, some of these visual novel games got like some weird shit in them. Like the incest stuff, I don't understand that. That's a whole anime trope thing in general, like the incest. Like, whenever I watch anime, a lot of anime, and I will watch like random ones. Me and my buddies and my brothers will watch like random anime. And just because we want to like change it up, because we don't want to we watch all the famous ones, right? So we want to watch like different ones, new ones, and they're always like, me and my sister, like, they always have it, you know. Anyone who's watched anime knows what I'm talking about. There's always like a weird thing with brothers and sisters in it. Like, it's fucking weird. All right, I have brothers and sisters. All right, it's fucking weird when you're watching anime and it's like the sister wants to fuck the brother. I'm like, this is not normal. All right, this is not normal. And then the child thing too. Okay, there's many visual novel games too, and I haven't played them. FBI, I've not played these ones, but I've seen people play them, and I've seen them on Steam with good reviews or whatever. But there's many visual novel games where like you date like a child. Like, there was one that Game Grumps played, Adolescent Santa Claus, and it basically is just a visual novel game where some guy lost his hope in Christmas or whatever the fuck, and then like a Santa Claus appeared in his fucking bedroom, and they're having like a philosophical conversation, like the main character and Santa Claus. And Santa Claus was like a 10-year-old girl, right? And they were just like hanging out, and yeah, it wasn't like sexual at all when they were playing it, because they completed the whole thing on video. It wasn't like, but it was just weird. Like, he was sleeping in the same bed as her and stuff like that, and it's just like weird. Like, who wants this? Who wants to hang out with Santa Claus who happens to be a 10-year? Like, why does she have to be a 10-year-old girl? You know, like, it's just suspicious, man. Like, it was like Diddy was in the room or something when they were writing it. I don't know. They're just fucking boring. At the end of the video, I just want to say, maybe this is a waste of time. Many of my rants are a waste of time. I just wanted to. It's just how I am. But they're just boring. They're just fucking boring, all right? They're useless. They're barely games. I just don't get the appeal of them. I don't understand them. Again, they're funny as satire. They're funny to play, all right? So I think they're worth a little bit because they're just funny to play and funny to watch someone play, because they're so ridiculous, so stupid. But when it comes to enjoyment, like, I want to know if you like visual novel games, if you buy them, comment to me. Please email me. Tell me, all right? Please. I'm always asking for feedback, because I love to hear from people that have opposite opinions of me, because I genuinely want to know your feelings on stuff. But I want to know if you like visual novel games, if you're into them, if you actually play them, real ones. Tell me, what's the appeal of them? Why do you like to play them? Are they boring to you? What tropes or whatever? And maybe recommend me some. Maybe I'm just playing the wrong one. Maybe I'm just playing these little shitty indie ones no one cares about. Maybe there's actually good visual novel games. But if there is, please recommend me them, and maybe I'll check them out or something. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for joining me again on Complainers Avenue. Take care and have a good rest of your day.